We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the USF Bulls and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Bulls offense will go to work first. And here comes a major weapon in DeAndre Johnson. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. You want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up at receiver, tight end, just running vertical routes, he might actually be the fastest. Dave, we've even seen him on film run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. RPO complete. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. He's got the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Making the adjustment. Drops back on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff for Watson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Bulls will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the gun. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Here's Duke Watson. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Gamecocks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB, elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. Tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Fires quickly. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. 2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Rodgers. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Bulls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run with Watson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside is 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hands it off on the counter. Swamped immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Sellers to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down.
Number 24, on to kick it away.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Rid of it on the RPO. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Watson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Changing the routes with his receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Stopped right there.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Sellers. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Out of trouble just like that from deep in his own end into plus territory. They marked it at the 49.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away, but the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and long coming up. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Quarterback changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Watson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's a give to Watson. There's some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
A really good job on this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Throwing, Sellers. Turns up, it's Richard. Turning it on! Sweet spin. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Pulls it in, and there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Again, it's Sellers. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Fires quickly. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He turns that loose down the right side. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. He's got enough. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He's changing the play. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Good timing on the quick out. That should be the final play of the first half. And they head to the locker room through quarters in the books. And time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Bulls head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Between the hashes, it's Armstrong. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now...
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Finds his man. It's Rodgers. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Watson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air. It's Coleman Hope. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Down here on the Gamecocks sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if...
Runs through, man. He might have some space. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Here's Sellers to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking for a deep man. Brings it in down the left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Moves the pocket. It's Sellers. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richard. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Richard. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. The run inside. It's Richard. They put the brakes on him.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Oh, he's got some space. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. To throw, it's Ncaa27Cuh. The quick game.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
The Bulls in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for running room. He'll be dragged to the ground, but first down.
Of 10. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Bulls have this offense rolling. They're going to ride this running back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa27Cuh. They'll run the screen. 30. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
First down for the offense.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Watson. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the...
Touchdown, South Florida! And the route is on.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
South Carolina, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Look out! Out wide right, it's Richard. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Duckworth. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Trying to make one miss. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulls sideline, this has been a terrific start for this transfer running back. As you know, they brought him in here for a reason, and he has lived up to those preseason expectations and all of his hype. I've seen him talking with his teammates.
Gonna take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. To the house. Touchdown, Bulls. And the extra point will tap. One onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
South Carolina, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Makes the catch. It's Armstrong. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense picks it up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. They want that clock to run. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hoke. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be.